Rare respiratory disease is begging the North County Transit District not to spray weed killer on the train tracks near her Oceanside home. She tells us they have accommodated her needs for 9 years, but she called 10 News when they told her this year they're spraying. Kristen Keogh shows us why she can't be exposed to chemicals.
If the weed killer is sprayed, the woman you're about to meet is going to have to stay in her house with the door shut. If you're wondering why she can't just go to a hotel or somewhere else for a few days, that's because here at her home she has special ventilation that allows her to breathe safely.
This is almost like feeling like going to the execution. They gave me very little notice.
At the end of September, Judy Kane learned a chemical will be sprayed Monday that could threaten her life.
I have something called MCS, which is for multiple chemical sensitivities.
For the past 9 years, Judy tells us North County Transit District didn't spray as part of reasonable accommodation under the American Disabilities Act. These emails show the agreement made with NCTD in 2007.
It's very scary to me after them resuming this after almost 10 years.
In this email sent in September, a civil rights officer with NCTD told Judy the avoidance of spraying herbicides does not fall under reasonable accommodation because the right-of-way getting sprayed is not accessible to the public. Judy argues this isn't about the exact spot that gets sprayed, it's about the chemicals spreading. I called 3 NCTD contacts Friday at about 3:30 p.m. and left messages. No one has called me back. I got my hands on their stormwater management plan. It explains that spraying herbicides in places like behind Judy's home is part of maintenance to reduce pollutants in stormwater.
They have been just weed whacking it, but now they're saying it's too expensive, it's too time consuming.
On the same page, the plan also says NCTD shall evaluate and implement practices that reduce the discharge of pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers, mainly in right-of-ways. Judy hopes they'll work on those practices, starting with the right-of-way behind her home.
Their loss on one end is so small compared to my loss on the other end.
With the clock ticking toward Monday, Judy is now relying on compassion to keep her safe. In Oceanside, I'm Kristen Keogh, 10 News.